I'm a trapper.
I am a trapper.
I'm a trapper.
I'm a trapper.
I'm a trapper.
I've been a trapper for the last 58 years.
I'm a trapper.
I'm a trapper.
I'm a trapper.
I'm a trapper.
I'm a trapper. I'm a trapper. I'm a trapper.
We're trappers.
Well, Probst here from North American Trapper, and I get a lot of questions a lot of times asking me, well, how do I start? How do I start in trapping? Some questions are, how do I start trapping raccoons? And all the way to, we got a coyote problem, and I need to catch some of those coyotes. We're gonna show you the basics of trapping, and we're also gonna show you how to go out there and set. We're gonna show you the equipment that you need. We're gonna actually go out in the field, show you how to make a dirt hole set. We're gonna show you how to put a dog proof in. We're gonna show you the equipment that we use, and we're gonna keep it as simple as we can so anybody out there watching this can actually be able to go out there and set some traps to help you become the steward of your own land. This is actually what I recommend for any beginner. If you're looking to take a kid trapping or you're just starting out in trapping, I would highly recommend that you get one of these Duke dog proofs and go out and put these in the ground. They're very easy to set, and it's just something that you can get a kid involved. It's no different than, you're not going to take a kid muskie fishing the first time you take a kid fishing. You're going to take him out with a bobber and try and catch some panfish. This is the equivalent of that in our outdoor tradition of trapping. This is Duke dog proof. It's a cylinder, as you can see. Very easy to set. There are setters that come with these. I'm still strong enough to do it with my hands, thankfully. But you just pull back on the lever and the trigger falls down and you get it in to the trigger notch, and that is now set. The bait goes down in the cylinder. I put about a tablespoon in, just about where the trigger is or above it. So that coon has to go down in there, or raccoon, opossum, or skunk goes down in there, pulls up on that trigger, and you have them. I don't like filling the top with the bait the whole way up, because if it rains or it's been in there a little while, it may get stale. That critter may taste it and be like, nah, I don't really like it. But if they, have to get down in there under that trigger on their first pull, doesn't matter what it tastes like. As long as you anticipated and enticed them to get down in there, that's going to work for you. But they're very easy to put in the ground. The reason that we're putting this in the ground here is because we have sign. I don't set anywhere I don't have sign. Not even 10 feet down the road here, we have coons that are working out all along this pond. There's a bunch of tracks there. There's coon travel here. They're running along the pond up through here on this 2-track. We have a 2-track behind us and a field that way. They're in here every night. So when you're setting, make sure you find tracks, make sure you're on the sign. And this is kind of the intersecting point of every trail around here. And we're gonna put a couple more down through here to help our chances as well. We're just using one of our ground talon stakes. All you're doing is pounding that in the ground. Once you get that down in there, pull that out, and we're just giving it a little pull. That sets the stake. They're not gonna pull that up through. But just show this one more time how easy this is. You're pulling back on that. You're getting the trigger down in the notch. It's set, it's ready to go. When I put them in the ground, I give it a quarter turn to kind of set it in there tight. I like it tight. And then all we're gonna do is we're gonna put our coon buster in. That's our crawfish soaked scent. It's got a lot of color in it as well. And we're gonna put about a tablespoon down in the cylinder, and that's all we need to do on that. And then we just top it off with some of our magnet trailing scent, which is a loganberry, blueberry, corn, a bunch of different scents, and it's really sweet. And the wind's blowing right to the pond from here, so we're just putting that around it, out to the 2-track and out to the trail. If they hit that or smell that, they're gonna come in, work that set, and we're gonna have action here. I fully expect to have things here tonight, but if you put these dog proofs in, whether you're a farmer, a rancher, a hunter, maybe the coons are in there eating all your deer feed that you're trying to hunt over, get these dog proofs, set them, and you are going to catch your coons, and you're going to save yourself money. You're going to pay for the traps tenfold. If you're a farmer, you're getting a lot of problems with your yield on your corn because the coons are going in there and destroying that. Put these dog proofs in, you're going to save yourself money. If you're a rancher and you're having problems getting in your barns and you're having problems with your pets and your animal conflicts, get some of these. You're going to control those populations. And being able to get out here in nature with these dog proofs, chasing nest raiders, taking some of them out of the equation, only extend your hunting season. You extend your hunting season with these traps, it gives you a chance to get out in nature, gives you a chance to experience this tradition, and ultimately you're going to be helping out the ground nesting birds as well. You're becoming the steward of your own land. Ecology and environmental aspects of your land will get better. That's about the quickest and easiest way, the simplest way to put these dog proofs in the ground. And if you do that and you use this method, you're going to be successful as well.
North American Trapper. Proven products. Proven conservation.
Neil W. from South Carolina. Wanted to tell you that I caught a coon the first night after receiving your farmer package. Awesome deal. We'll buy again. Robbie S. from Georgia. First-time trapper and set 7 DPs and was successful in 4 of them with your coon buster and magnet. One was a monster over 20 pounds. Richard G. from Mississippi. This is my first year trapping, and with your products, I just caught my first raccoon ever. Thanks. The most significant group of predators affecting turkey and ground nesting bird populations are the nest raiders. The most notable of this group are the raccoon, the skunk, and the opossum. A vast majority of nest failures are the direct results of the raccoon, opossum, and skunks marauding these nests during the brooding season. Through many various studies, it is shown that when one of these nest raiders finds a nest, it is almost a guarantee that the nest and sometimes the sitting hen will be destroyed. It has also been shown that trapping can help target this group, which will help lead to increased nest success within the particular trapped areas, leading to a higher chance of survival for hatching offspring.
The Hunter Package, which includes 2 Duke dog-proof raccoon traps, 2 standard ground talon stakes with S-hook for stake attachments, North American Trapper stake driver, pair of Cold Creek trapping gloves, 25 ride-on trap tags, our North American Trapper raccoon trapping DVD, 1 pint of coon buster bait, 1 pint of magnet trailing scent, and our North American Trapper decal.
We're going to show you how easy it is to actually get out there in the field and control these problem animals, whether it's raccoons, possums, skunks, coyotes, it doesn't matter. We're going to show you the ease that it is to get traps in the ground and be successful.
There was one guy that said, man, I've worked, everything I do is for the turkeys. And I was like, do you trap? He's like, I haven't got to that yet. And I said, well, you're kind of putting all that food out there on a platter for them critters. The more turkeys you draw in, the more nests you got on the ground, the more you're going to have. But it's the best thing. It's something you can do right now to have a really immediate impact on your little place. Now, that's kind of a bubble, but it's the coolest thing. And I tell them all the time, if you got little kids or grandkids, I hadn't seen one that just didn't go crazy about it. They just love it. They love figuring out that puzzle and love being rewarded for something they do. It's crazy. And if nobody else does this, turkey hunters, every one of them should trap in a club or your lease, or if you don't own land, just do it out there where you turkey hunt, because boy, it's going to make a difference.
North American Trapper Predation Packages. Get any one of our specific trapping packages that has been ultimately designed to help you become the master predation controller of your farm, ranch, or hunting lease. Control the predators that are costing you time and money, and get out there trapping today with one of our North American Trapper Predation boxes. All of the packages come with the trapping essentials to get you out in the field, plus an instructional DVD that will show you the way. Visit us at NorthAmericanTrapper.com and start breaking dirt today.
I want to show you how easy it is to put one of these canine sets in the ground. And we're going to use this tree here. The reason I picked this location, just beyond this tree, is an actual game trail that goes to a pond over here. We're on this 2-track, and it goes from a field to a field. The coyotes, the bobcats, the foxes, the raccoons, everything in this area, the possums, the skunks, are using this 2-track between field to field as their travel way. Even if they come off of this dam breast out into here, we're right on target. The prevailing wind is not very, it doesn't blow hard in here. There's just a little breeze and it heads right for that trail. So any bait lure that we have in the hole here is going to work for us if they're on that trail coming out to this 2-track. But very simply, we're going to put it here. We're going to use this big tree as our backing. We're not going to get up extremely tight to this. We have this little branch here, weed that's sticking out that I'm going to leave there. And I'm just going to pull this grass out right there. This is where I'm going to put the dirt hole, and I'm going to build my bed right here. I want to also have a bed that I'm going to be able to pack my trap in there tight, because we've talked about having your trap bedded tightly as being one of the things that is going to help you be successful as a predator trapper. And you'll see once we get this dug out, that trap is going to fit in there nice and easy. As I've said, we're using the Duke 550 here. I love this trap for all of these canine situations. You're just getting it set and you're going to hear that click. That trap's now set, nice and level, and we're ready to go with that. We're using our ground talon stake, and we're going to drive that in the ground right here. And that's going to go down in there as far as we can get it, down into the swivel. You're going to pull the stake out, and then I just pull to set the stake, and that's all you need to do. Now this trap, as I've said, we want to bed this properly, and that's going to go down in there right now to where that's already tight pretty much, but we're going to pack around it as well. As you can see, in accordance to the dirt hole, we're back about 8-9 inches. I'm offset a little bit to the right. That bait is going to be down in that hole. They come up here. One other thing when I make my set, I want this trap below the surface of the ground. If you see, the surface of the ground here is about 2 to 3 inches higher than where my trap sits. I like that because I want that animal, when they come in here, they are creating momentum into the trap. They can't tenderfoot it as much. When you make a flat set or level, it's going to be level with the surrounding ground. I like it down in here to where they have to put some weight. And they put weight down in here, hit that pan, and the trap goes off, and you're going to have that animal. But there's the hole, and then we have the trap here. And then all we're going to do is just sift the dirt over it and sand and cover our trap. Any big impediments you see, just pull out of there. But that's exactly what you're going to want to do. And once you do that, I like to find my trap pan then again, which is right there. And then I'm going to basically work the dirt around a little bit, make that flat, and we're just going to grab a little bit more. And then you're going to see what I do at the end to blend this set in. So once we have that done, I'm going to then take this surrounding needles, and we're gonna make this as natural as we can. And that is our final set as far as our trap placement. We have it bedded in the ground, we have the stake in the ground, and we have our dirt hole. And that set is a really good set. Any predator coming by here now is going to investigate this. If they don't work at the first night, the second night, let's say you come in and see a coyote track back here and they didn't dig it out or whatever. This animal that left this track knows that's there, and they are going to come back. And we're going to put our mountain man bait, which is our equal parts of prairie dog, ground Angus, ground poultry, and we're going to get a good piece of that on there down in the hole. As I said, I'm not against using a little more bait. I like to have a lot of bait down in the hole. We'll just jam that down in there, crack that stick, that's good. And we made another set down there about 50 yards that we used Mountain Man and our Madness lure, so we're just going to use the bait here. And then all I do is take some of these pine needles, mix them up like a little mouse nest, throw that in the hole, move this around, make it look like something dug, and really, quite honestly, that set's good to go. But as you can see, we didn't spend a lot of time here. You dig your bed, you make sure that trap's solid, a little bit of bait in the hole, blend it in, it's staked appropriately for the coyotes, and this is a good working set. And if you consistently put sets like this in the ground while you're out there, you're going to consistently catch coyotes, foxes, bobcats. You're going to catch a lot of predators with this type of set right here.
Trapping is conservation, and it is just one part of the outdoor process. Trapping done along with habitat management, controlled burns, and other management efforts will be an integral part in the furthering of an overall healthy ecosystem. Trapping is just one of the very few proactive measures that can have a direct and immediate impact on the overall health of various species.
The Rancher Package, which includes 2 Duke No. 550 Coyote Bobcat specific traps, 2 heavy-duty ground talon stakes, heavy-duty swivels and heavy-duty chain for stake attachments, North American Trapper stake driver, Metal Trapper's dirt sifter, pair of Cold Creek trapping gloves, 25 ride-on trap tags, our North American Trapper Predator Trapping DVD, 1 pint of Mountain Man Predator bait, and our North American Trapper decal.
Visit NorthAmericanTrapper.com and browse all of our starter trapping packages for your predation control needs. Murray M. from Pennsylvania. Bought your Rancher package and received it on Wednesday. Set on Thursday and had my first ever coyote on Friday. Thanks for the help, and this is awesome. Wes S. from Georgia. Just wanted to say thank you for your customer service and guidance. I received the Rancher package just the other day and actually just got my first coyote trapped yesterday. I was pumped. Mark C. from Pennsylvania. Me and my friend just started trapping last year, and those DPs with your coon buster and magnet has been doing great for us. I even caught my first coyote after trying your stepping set. We are having a blast, and both of us are ate up with it.
The Farmer Package, which includes 1 Duke dog-proof raccoon trap, 1 Duke 1.5 double jaw coil spring trap, 2 standard ground talon stakes with S-hook for stake attachments, North American Trapper stake driver, pair of Cold Creek trapping gloves, 25 ride-on trap tags, our North American Trapper Raccoon Trapping DVD, 1 pint of Coon Buster bait, 1 pint of Reaper bait, and our North American Trapper decal.
You need to have faith in the baits and lures piquing the curiosity of those at large predators. North American Trapper has you covered on your quest with our skunk-based Madness, crawfish-based Coon Buster, fish-based Reaper, and our meat-based Mountain Man. North American Trapper baits and lures are all multi-layered and proven to help you become the best predation trapper that you can be. Take back control of the ecosystem that is yours and get our scent bundle at NorthAmericanTrapper.com for the next time you're out breaking dirt on the line.
I caught the fever at 7 years old. My father, my grandfather, my uncles, they trapped pretty much the whole season. I just loved going in with my dad and my grandfather and just the traditional aspect of it. Because it was such an awesome experience for me to be in that history of trapping and the mountain men who explored the West. You know, then you have the movies, Mountain Men and Jeremiah Johnson and all those different things. I want people to feel that.
Get started trapping those problem animals and nest raiders today. You can do that by getting your North American Trapper Starter Package, where you get everything needed for just $99 plus shipping and handling. Visit NorthAmericanTrapper.com.
When it comes to some tips, you can just look to have good equipment and understand that you don't need a lot of equipment for that to occur. If you have the minimal equipment, it's going to be much better than going out and buying every contraption trying to figure out how you want to do something. The biggest thing I can say is find your own routine. If you like the way I make a set, then consistently do that over and over and over, and you're going to have a lot more confidence in your set making ability. If you see somebody else on YouTube or you've seen somebody else make their set and you want to emulate them, make your set like them, but do the same thing over and over and over. And I think that's one of the best things that I can give you as far as a tip to get out there and really consistently put yourself in a position to catch these critters.
Chris L. from New Jersey. In my first 3 days, I caught 5 raccoons and 1 fox. I wanted to thank you for all of your products and help. Keep up the great work on the TV show, too. Bob B. from Tennessee. Thank you for the genuine and informative show. Last year, with your Nest Raider package, we took a fair share out of the equation. I've stolen your line. Also love your YouTube channel. Ty C. from Missouri. My 4-year-old boy caught his first coyote after getting your coyote package for Christmas. Thanks.
How about trapping? What do you think?
I love it. It's really fun.
That's really what the North American Trapper brand is. The brand is so much bigger than myself or anybody involved with what we're doing. It's the tradition of trapping. It's it's that woodsmanship that these kids and even adults can learn just by being out there. And, I tell people all the time, I found a mink track. I've just got my driver's license. This is probably an 85, 86. And I ran across a fresh mink track in the snow, and I'm like, I'm going to follow that. And I learned more following that little critter up that stream side in about 200 yards than I could ever learn from a book or a DVD or whatever. Well, he ran in that hole, but he didn't check that hole. He went under that root. He didn't go under that root. He went in the water there. He came out of the water there. Well, why is he doing all these things? So now it's really cool to me to walk a stream, and I could be fishing in May on a stream in Pennsylvania, and I'll look at a bank and I'll be like, oh, that's a good mink set right there. So you learn all those things, and I think you learn them without even knowing you're learning them, but that's what we're trying to do. We got the beginner series on YouTube. It's set up for strict beginners. If you're a seasoned veteran and you look at my stuff and the stuff that we're putting out at North American Trapper, you're going to be like, oh, that's simple. That's not who we're going for. We're not trying to teach somebody who can go out there and already do this. We're trying to get people involved, trying to get people to feel that. And every time you go out there with them, you're experiencing that outdoors through them. And that's really what we're trying to do in that YouTube beginner series. We're showing the simplicity of things, and we're trying to debunk a lot of those myths that maybe scares people away from doing it at times, thinking that, it's just too hard or it's too much into it. No, it's pretty easy. And we're going to show you how easy it is, and you're going to be able to go out and do it. So that's kind of our platform, and that's what we're trying to move forward on.
Get started trapping those problem animals and nest raiders today. Become the steward of your own land or lease. Visit NorthAmericanTrapper.com. Jason K. from North Carolina. I've tried every bait and lure for raccoons in my DPs, and I have to tell you that your Coon Buster magnet system is outperforming all others 3-1. Thanks for the great products. Chris M. from Texas. Coon Buster and magnet work like a champ. Best results I've had yet. I wasn't surprised it worked, but I was really surprised at how well it works. Thanks for hooking me up. Alan C. from Kentucky. Love your show and great products. Caught 2 coyotes on your Duke 550s, Mountain Man and Madness. That is some good smelly stuff. The Dog Proof Package. The Dog Proof Package contains all the basic dog-proof equipment necessary to successfully start trapping raccoons, opossums, and skunks. The Coyote Package. The Coyote Package is all of the tools that you need to get out in the field successfully trapping predators. You're getting all the basic equipment necessary to get quality results out on the line. The Nest Raider Package. The Nest Raider Package is the top shelf package to get you out in the field successfully trapping those nest raiding raccoons, opossums, and skunks.
I just wanted to let everybody out there know that we've shown you a lot of different techniques. We've shown you a lot of things dealing with our Duke 550s, our dog proofs, and anybody out there can do this. You can go out there, put some of these traps in the ground, take some of these nest predators out of your equation, take some of these coyotes out of your equation, take a little bit of less of that harassment off of them deer. And it's a very little bit of equipment that you need. We have kits that have all these different things in it, Mountain Man, our bait, Madness, our lure, all of the tools that you need, but don't think that you can't go do this. You can do a lot of different things on your own that are going to help you be a more successful outdoorsman. And anybody watching this, you're already an outdoorsman. This is just one more thing that you can add to your repertoire that's going to help you be more successful when you go in the field.
I'm a trapper.
I'm a trapper.
I'm a trapper.
I'm a trapper.
I'm a trapper. I've been a trapper for the last 58 years.
I'm a trapper.
I'm a trapper.
I'm a trapper.
I'm a trapper.
I'm a trapper. I'm a trapper. I'm a trapper.
We're trappers.
Control predators on your land with a North American Trapper Coyote Package. You'll get all of the trapping essentials needed to handle this elusive critter with an instructional DVD included to teach you the way. Get your coyote trapping box and more at NorthAmericanTrapper.com. Losing money on crop damage? Raccoons eating all your deer feed? We've got you covered at North American Trapper. Handle those raiders of the night with our Raccoon DP package. Start controlling those nest raiders by moving some soil today at NorthAmericanTrapper.com.